League play starts tonight, and no better way to do it than to take on an opponent that knocked you out last season. That's what the Ontario Warriors are doing here tonight on the road as they take on the Clear Fork Colts live and free on the OH Report. Coming up next.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
It is time now for your pregame show, presented to you by GEP. Jonathon Langdon here, bringing you this live action between the Ontario Warriors and the Clear Fork Colts. MOAC action begins here today between two teams that know each other well in this league. Let's go ahead and talk about the visitors first, and the Ontario Warriors coming in after a 7-16 year. A season ago, they were knocked out by these very Colts in the sectional semifinals. They're looking to avenge themselves here tonight under head coach Jeff Moten in his third season. Got them their first opening night win since 2020 last week as they took down Crestview on the road. So they've been some road warriors here so far early on in the season, and it's all thanks to a young group that has been spotless so far this season, led by Cardae Brown, a sophomore, All-Ohio Honorable Mention. Honorable Mention also in the MOAC, averaged 16 points per game along with 4 rebounds, second leading rebounder on the team. He's also a pest on the defensive end, 2 steals per contest. So Ontario was just announced by the public address announcer here at Clear Fork. They are all business set to go. How about we talk about the home side as the Clear Fork Colts take the court now with the reserves being mentioned. Clear Fork bowed out to Upper Sandusky a round later after beating Ontario 40-38 in that sectional semi, fell in the championship to Upper Sandusky, a team that's also playing live and free tonight as they take on Buckeye Central over at the Barn House at the Mountaintop. Brandon Baumgartner leads his team in his second season with the crew. They're looking to bounce back after a 9-15 year themselves. They also went 5-9 in the MOAC. They were right there with with Ontario when it comes to conference record. However, they fell to Ontario both times in the regular season. Player spotlight is Trey Sellers for Clear Fork, 9.5 points per game, 2 rebounds and an assist and a half. He was a big piece in their win over Ontario in the tournament last year. We'll see if he comes out even bigger here today as he fist bumps the head coach Jeff Moten. On the opposite side for Ontario, Trey Sellers gets some love from the student section, who has shown out big time as they wrap all the way from the near baseline all the way to half court on the far side. You saw him on your screen right there, but very good crowd, as it was 7 days ago when Clear Fork took on Lexington and fell to them 61-33. Keys to victory for the Ontario Warriors: defensive intensity. You're a team that loves to get out, pressure your opponent. Make sure you do that here today. And then also play together. Of course, a lot of stars on this team need to share the ball quite a bit. We'll see if they can do that here today. And then for Clear Fork, play big. You don't have too much size compared to last year when you lose Garrett Holtz, your star big man, one of the better players in the MOAC. And then also getting rid of him or losing him to graduation, you've got to do a good job as well when it comes to paint touches, because you know you're going to want to shoot the 3 ball, but you also want to get involved in the perimeter as well. And I think with the defensive intensity of Ontario today, it's going to have to come from inside out. However, that time, as we start things here today, the Colts strike with the 3 on their first possession. On the opposite side, 30 seconds into this contest already, Cardae Brown holds the basketball near baseline. He'll step through, doesn't have an angle to shoot, gives it off to Trendon Flannery. All 3 sophomores on the floor work together. We've got a fadeaway shot, and that one's no good by Trey Ramey. Here's Trey Sellers sitting top of the key. In danger, has to kick it out. Finds Hoflick, back to Sellers. Corner 3, that one off. And another rebound by Clear Fork. Jacob Brokaw, the point guard at the senior. He'll kick it out to the corner. Another 3. This one nearly got the friendly bounce, but it won't. And here comes Cardae Brown down the floor. Hesitation, crossover, goes inside, draws a foul. It'll be on the floor. It looks like it'll go on Brokaw. But you see him move down the floor. He's got that nice shifty quickness, able to cross over cool and get himself to the basket. Not shooting, however, he'll inbound it on the baseline. Brown with a sea of Clear Fork students behind him. Looking for a teammate. He'll go to Ramey out top. He'll get it right back in the corner. The lefty triggers one. Off back iron, rebounded by Hoflick. Slowly down the floor goes Brokaw, the 5'8 senior guard. He'll give it back up to Hoflick. Pressure from Schroeder. Quick first step, Brokaw, athletic finish to the rim. It's a 5-0 run to start here for Clear Fork. Take a look at this as he got this step on Remy, and he gets to the basket. Other side, full head of steam. Trendon Flannery couldn't get the floater. He's trying to get the loose ball, cannot quite scoop it up, and Noah Goodman resets things for Clear Fork, who want to work in transition. Kick to the corner. Sellers tries again, off back iron. Offensive rebound and a reset from the Colts. Directing traffic. Hoflick gives it to Carter Cool. Second team, or honorable mention in the MOAC is Carter Cool. He led the game last week with 11 points. The three early on in the contest was from Noah Goodman. Brokaw had a layup a few moments ago. He'll give it off to Cool now. It's 5-0, Colts in front. 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Cool drives, kicks, Hoflick. Maybe an extra step, gets away with it, kicks it inside, and Cool fends off Remy. It's a 7-0 game. Hoflick just didn't seem to have an angle to shoot it, and he ends up giving it away. Nice layup, and it looks like now, not sure what happened, but a whistle away from the ball. And we'll have some substitutions. I think you saw Coach Moten on the right side of your screen, maybe talking it up with with the official. And now Coach Moten's going to call a timeout. And Clear Fork student section letting them have it. So Ontario lost to these Colts 40-38 in the sectional semi. They return all 5 starters from that team last year, 3 of which were freshmen at the time. And you've seen them plenty already in this game. Flannery, Brown, and Remy. They've got high aspirations because they basically return an entire rotation of players. They have 9 returning lettermen, and most of which are going to play here tonight. Early on in the season, still trying to figure out your tight rotation. Some players still fighting for spots, but these 5 on the floor likely going to be there the entire season starting out. Step back here from Flannery, who knocks down the first bucket of the night for Ontario. Full court pressure coming out of Ontario. Nicely handled by the Colts. Crossover from Brokaw. And Hoflick high out top, facing pressure from Jones. Drive and kick, new player installed. It's Chris Ransom sitting in the corner, wearing number 11 is Hoflick. Dives his way inside, it's 9-3. Try to get you this look, nice up and under as Flannery going quick the other way. He'll float one up, it's no good, and this will bounce out of bounds in favor of Ontario. Here's the look again as Trendon is looking to go quick. Replay along with the rest here tonight, brought to you by Charter Next Gen. Nearly halfway done with this first quarter. It's all Colts, 9-3. Tight defense from Ty Pryor, who comes in for Clear Fork as Flannery able to work his way around. He's got all 5 Ontario points early on. Decent press break here out of Clear Fork to the corner. There goes Ty. Ty Pryor knocks down the 3, his first shot of the day. Flannery fakes one of his own. Fends off Perry, goes baseline, dishes to Ramey. He's about to have it ripped away. And there's a jump ball, and things are starting to get a little bit chippy now in this MOAC action. Officials jumping in, just trying to get things calmed down. It's 12-5 Clear Fork. It looks like for the most part it was Trey Sellers coming in at the end, getting chippy with Remy. He has been taken out of the game by head coach Baumgartner. It doesn't seem like there's been any technicals assessed yet. So we'll have 2 subs after that whole skirmish. Noah Goodman returns to the contest. And for the first time coming in, Grayson Crunkleton, the sophomore, one of 2 sophomores for Clear Fork. He will now guard the aggravated Trey Remy. Ontario ball, they inbound from the baseline. Drive in, up, basket falls. Did they count it? Yes, they did. So Cardae Brown, his first 2 points of the game are also with a foul. He's got a chance for a 3-point play. We're over halfway done here with quarter number 1. First bucket for Cardae. Leading scorer from last year, averaging 16 points a game. He'll knock down this free throw, nothing but net. It is now 12-8. Ball lobbed over the top, Brough. Past the pack, gives it off to a teammate as Remy rises up, gets a block, but they'll say it was the body that commits the foul. And it looks like Chris Ransom will get some shots at the line. Can make the call at home. Trey, however, that time able to shake things off, not triggered by anybody from the Colts that time around. As the first free throw misses bad from Ransom, one of 3 seniors on the group. Three and a half to go here in quarter number 1 as that one will trickle in. It is a 13-8 ball game. Colts up by 5 as Brown brings it up the floor. Brown defended by Goodman. Pick and roll action. They won't use Ramey. A step back here. Shot no good, but a foul first. First substitution of the game for Ontario will be Colby Ramian, who comes in for Trey Remy, who will take a seat. Sellers comes in after the chippiness a few minutes ago. Also Cool back into the game. Those 2, the main scorers that return from last year's squad. Missed bucket from Ontario. Here we go the other way. Trap in the corner, able to get themselves out. Ransom nearly ripped away by Jones. It'll be a tie-up. Arrow points towards Ontario. Now the arrow in the gym was pointed towards Ontario, but I think the officials are going to correct this. So it is going to be Clear Fork basketball. Hopefully it comes back in for Clear Fork. 24 in white, as we'll see the baseline out of bounds play out of Clear Fork. Simple out to Ransom. They'll swing it to Hoflick. Sits on the right wing. And we'll have a moving screen. Saw that one from a mile away. As I believe it's Ransom who's going to get picked up with this. Yeah, saw him slide in just a little bit as he was trying to get nice contact on Flannery. So slowly up the floor go the Warriors, down 5. 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Flannery, 5 of the 8 points. He'll dish it off to Cardae, who has the other 3. They'll play some potential 2-man game. However, Cool doing a good job denying Cardae in the post. This ball stripped away. Goodman able to strip it out. Sellers leads the break, steps it back to the corner. And a reset out of the Colts. Carter Cool, second team all MOAC. Holds it out top, defended here by Cam Powers. Nice vision on the pass, but a foul first. And actually, no, it's going to be a violation. I'm going to say 5 seconds closely guarded, so it's a nice defensive play out of Powers. just before he passed it off to what would have been a bucket from Trey. Ontario in the bonus. One more foul will send them to the line, so watch them get a little bit more aggressive here as they drive and kick, and Flannery has his second triple of the game. They trail by 2, 1 possession game here from the Colt Corral. Hoflick, that ball tipped, gets to its intended target, however. Trap on the left wing, Cool working it around, somehow keeps it alive and now throws it away. And Powers lobs it up ahead. He's fouled before Cardae can lay one in transition. And that's the 5th on Clear Fork. We should be shooting free throws. Here's that sequence again. Carter Cool, not known for his dribbling. Was a little wild on that play. And on that hustle, I think everybody's now starting to realize that we are shooting 2 here, and it will be Ramian at the line. Ramian, another sophomore. Last year, played some varsity time, averaged 4 points per game off the bench, as he became a late add to the rotation. He played quite a bit in tournament play, but it took him some time to get here as he misses the first free throw, and Remy Schroeder comes back in for the Warriors, and Jameer Jones takes a seat. Clear Fork student section forces 2 misses out of Ramian, and now on the effort to save it out of bounds, it looks like 24 Ramian was actually touching it while he was out. And my mistake, that was Cam Powers at the free throw line, where he went 0 for 2. Cool ISO play on Remy. Plenty of space for him to work at the corner. He'll step it back for 3, way off. And Ramian fouled from behind, and more free throws coming. But a great job here from Trey in the corner, just forcing Cool to the baseline. Knew that he could cover him if he tried to go that way, and Carter didn't even try it. Decided to settle for a 3. And again, we make our way back over to the other side of the floor, and this time it will actually be Ramian shooting 2. Everything I said about Cam Powers accidentally, it's actually about this kid. 4 points per game off the bench, late start to his varsity career a season ago. And he's going to knock down the first free throw, has a chance to tie it up for the first time since 0-0. Second free throw missed. Cool corrals the rebound. They'll give it up to Hoflick, who brings it up the floor. Everybody but Jacob Brokaw out on the floor when it comes to starters. Replacing Brokaw is number 1, Ty Pryor. This ball tipped and taken away. Cam Powers down the lane, ran out of room, tried to get acrobatic, hits it on the bottom of the rim. Cool pass to the corner. Tried to lead Noah Goodman, who was not on the same page. There's another turnover. .102 left in the quarter. Ontario baiting Clear Fork into a plethora of fouls that have kept them in this game as they trail by 1, 13-12 with 52 and counting to go in this first. Brown goes to work at the top of the key. He'll keep it swinging. Ramian gets his defender in the air. Hop step into Remy. He'll back down. Cool. Goes off glass. Warriors with their first lead of the night, and it's from the sophomore big fella. offense have stagnated here in the last couple of possessions for Clear Fork. Coach Baumgartner tells him to pull it out, likely going to get the last shot here in the quarter. Goodman takes it up top, makes the play call. Cole works it around. Goodman off of a double screen, gets open for three, misses everything, and this will end the first quarter as it goes out of bounds. And Ontario crawls their way back. They trailed at 7-0 to start, and all of a sudden they lead it heading into the second quarter here on the OH Report. It is 14-13.
Being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
And welcome back here from the Valley. Clear Fork trails 14-13 despite leading for the majority of that first quarter. We've got a good contest here in MOAC action to start out the conference year. All entered into Remy. It will be tipped out by Clear Fork. Reset on the baseline. Baseline out of bounds plays have not been executed right so far here from Ontario. However, Flannery gets open on the right wing. Pump fake, step to the side. He's been hot lately. He's hit 2 threes. Can't get that one to go. Sellers calls for it at the top of the key. Kicks it out to Cool. Thought about a shot. And they'll take it towards the middle. Nice bounce pass inside. And Sellers hit hard from behind. He'll shoot 2 on a foul from Jameer Jones. That'll go down as Jones' first foul. And in a chippy game so far, it only took 35 seconds for us to see our first foul here in the second.
That's his first foul, team's first.
So Trey Sellers will shoot 2. First one up and short. Still cannot tie it up quite yet. Over 200 career points, leads all returners in that category for a young, not too experienced when it comes to offensive contribution team. This will tie it up at 14. Remy Schroeder will bring it up the floor for the first time today. He's a star point guard a season ago, and look at that time as he finds Cardae on the back door. Another backdoor cut. This one, however, behind Sellers, and he cannot haul it in. Score is 16-14. Remy up the floor again. He'll go to the elbow with Remy, who's going to go right at Hoflick, and we'll have a foul on the floor. It looks like it will be on Marcus. It's been a big step for this Ontario program, just trying to get Trey involved offensively and letting him create his own shots. They know that he can be dangerous with his size. It's just going to take some time here this year. trying to get him involved. Cardae not going to have any problems getting him involved as he gets inside for 2. Ups his total now to what should be 6 points. Scoreboard here, however, it gives him 4. And the Warriors up by 4. Cardae rhythm 3, misses left. Nice rebound by Cool. Carter high above the 3-point line. Will give it off to Pryor. Now a baseline drive from Brough, cut off nicely. Cardae with a good defense. Nice step through here. Basket can't go, but Cool on the cleanup. 2 minutes gone here in the second. They'll give it back to Cardae, the star sophomore. Inside out, nearly got Cool to hit the deck. Schroeder gets the play call from Coach Moten. They'll give it in. And Remy stripped, and he throws Brokaw after the play. It's a foul on Trey as he slowly walks his way back on defense. He picks up his second. Wiping off the floor after Jacob left a mess. So slight pause here in play. I want to give a special shout out to the Shelby Whippet football team that fell short in a state championship game this morning as they fell to a really good Glenville side, 45-7. Still does not take away anything that those Whippets did in the MOAC. They did some damage. They won big pretty much every step of the way up until that state championship game. And I know people have their takes about the game, the competition. The only take that I will kind of bring up is, why are we playing at 10:30 in the morning? I kind of had that itching that some teams that had that early 10:30 slot might come out flat, and I mean that's what Shelby did. Unfortunately, they only had 27 yards of offense in that game against Glenville. But state runners up, still a fantastic year as they end 14-1. Out of that slight delay, Clear Fork down by 2. In an 18-14 game, as Schroeder nearly got a steal there. Flannery this time will get one. Nearly traveled with a basketball. It's a 3-on-2, lost the ball. Powers tries to save it. It's on the floor, and I love this physicality from both teams as Clear Fork comes away with it. Cool one-on-one is trapped. Pryor nearly left open. Decides not to take it. Here's another Ontario steal. One-on-one, step through, and Flannery floats one in. They take a 4-point lead. Timeout, Clear Fork, their first of the day. Ontario's got high aspirations this year. As you see them in their timeout, just a 30-second. We'll be back in action momentarily, but their goals this year are high. They want to win the MOAC. They believe that they can do it this year with this group that has matured quickly with a number of freshmen who got so much time a season ago, but they're also aiming for a district title as well. That's what Coach Moten told the media prior to this season's start. The way they've been playing, especially here in this second quarter and late in the first. You can see flashes as they get a steal here, and Cardae lays it in. Biggest lead of the day for Ontario is now 6. Nice pass fake from Crunkleton, but he fell on the way down, and he's fouled. Cardae was ready on the leak out for an easy bucket. He is getting ready to throw one down. And I don't know about that. I think he just fell on his own, but Crunkleton does earn the foul. It's the third of the quarter on Ontario. Still trying to find an outlet. They somehow get it to Hoflick. Marcus faces up on the basket, gets Cardae in the air, rises up, and gets the basket. A little bit of extracurriculars after the fact. I think Cardae may have taken a shot there as Flannery takes a shot here to the basket. No foul. Great clean defense. And he has the officials from Clear Fork. Running out of time to get it across the timeline. They finally do with Brokaw. Halfway through the second, Colts in a bind, down by 4. Left wing work. Goodman doesn't find anything, and now a foul underneath. It's just off of, oh no, you see it there to the right just a little bit as Cam Powers was working on Carter Cool, who was trying to post him up.
Foul's been called on Warriors, number 11, Powers.
That's the 4th foul on the Warriors. So basically an inverse. Nice pass here inside to Pryor. Caught the defense off guard. And Ontario's slowing it up again. They have definitely been much slower than Clear Fork in this game. Taking their time. They lead by 2. As Brown catch and shoot. Missed it to the right. He knew it right away. Hoflick the rebound. Outlet to Cool. Cool spins on Flannery. Runs out of room. Gives it away to Powers, who's already got a number of steals here today. Bounce pass Cardae. Easy layup. And Brown another steal. He'll rise up and lay it in. Starting to get ugly on the offensive side for Clear Fork. A bunch of turnovers in Ontario. Feeling it. Their fan base showing out here to my right. As it's now 26-20. Cardae has 10 of the 26. Brokaw faces a double. Sellers steps it back. Hesitated too much. Had some open space for the 3. He'll reset. Pryor doesn't hesitate here. Long 3. Bounces out of the hands of Jones, but Ontario still on the ball. Full head of steam as Flannery scores again. He's got 10. The sophomore duo showing out as they nearly got another steal, but the ball flies to Hoflick. And now a timeout as Coach Baumgartner pretty much at center court trying to get the officials' attention on a timeout call as Ontario on fire defensively. Timeout Clear Fork, their second. You see the differential in scoring in this quarter. It's been mostly Ontario, 15-7. It's a full timeout here. We'll take a second to read from our sponsors, bringing you tonight's live and free coverage. Shout out to Global Energy Partners, helping communities with exceptional work while utilizing local business. Also, Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements. And it can prepare custom medications as prescribed by your healthcare provider or veterinarian to manage hormone balance, mouth soreness, pain, autoimmune conditions, and much more at Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source. Also, thank you to Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Charter Next Generation, hiring for high-paying jobs in a cutting-edge environment. And finally, Sutton Bank and Avita, Home Health and Hospice, along with Truly Inspired Paper Company. And it looks like now we've got a whistle before things get going again. It might be a technical foul. You saw the whole story there. I didn't really see what was wrong. No, maybe not a technical foul, just a warning to get back to the huddle. I don't know what that was, but Official was adamant with those players. Here it is again.
Coming in from Ontario, forward number 25.
I was just telling them to get back to the sideline. I've never seen that before. Nonetheless, out of the timeout, Colts trail by 8 after calling their second timeout. Got some work to do offensively. Just 7 points here in the second quarter through 6 minutes. And it looked like it might have been a substitution situation with Cardae Brown. He's on the scorer's table waiting to check in, as he was going to come out before the official ushered him to the sideline. Pryor drives in, regains possession, kicks it to the corner, and that'll drop. Funky looking play, but it works for the Colts. They're within 5. Back and forth play way out top. Here out of Ontario, they face some pressure, forced to pass it away. Ramian works it back to Trindon. Flannery has 12 points here in this game, had 14 the entire game against Crestview in their season opener. A lot of time getting eaten up. Under a minute left now. Ramian from the left wing misses short. Long rebound from Powers. I've loved his game here so far in the first half. Flannery spins around, floats one up and through. Are you kidding me? He is heating up. Has the Ontarios at 30 as they're back up by 7. And another physical foul off the ball. As Clear Fork was looking to get set up, Jones and Sellers were tangled up.
Fouls been called on Jackson.
Looks like they call that on Jones. So Jameer picks up his second. And that is over the limit, so we'll see Trey Sellers get to the line. Our player spotlight today, just 1 point at the stripe. We're going to add to his total here, try to heat up for the second half. First one is up and just bounces through. Ontario 30, Clear Fork 24, with 28 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Thanks for joining us here in the OH Report. Jonathon Langdon, Joey Hollenbeck, your camera operator here tonight. In opening night of MOAC play, second falls through. These two teams always play close when they meet in a gym together, and today has been no different. Under 20 seconds left. Cardae holds it out top. 10 points for the sophomore as he has it out with 10 seconds left. He'll work it around. Trindon's out the hot hand. He's got 14. Back to Cardae through a triple team. Back out to Trindon with 2 to go on the clock. He knocks it down. And Ontario will head to the locker rooms with an 8-point lead. Trindon Flannery, 17 first half points to lead the way. Let's take it to halftime, folks. 33-25, Ontario on top.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
It is time now for your halftime show presented by GEP, Global Energy Partners, as the Clear Fork Band gets us hyped for a second half that should be a doozy, as Ontario leads it 33-25 over these home Clear Fork Colts, who fell a week ago just by nearly 30 points, looking to bounce back in a big way against a conference rival. Jonathon Langdon alongside Jory Hollenbeck, your camera operator here today. Want to take a second before we talk about that first half to thank our sponsors bringing you this coverage here tonight. Shout out to Wellspring Custom Pharmacy, GEP, Global Energy Partners, Mechanics Bank, Charter Next Generation, along with Sutton Bank, Avita Home Health and Hospice, and Truly Inspired Paper Company. So that first half was spearheaded by Ontario's Trendon Flannery. Cardae Brown had a big game in the season opener against Crestview at 26 points. This time it's Trendon matching and actually going over his total from the entire game against Crestview last week. 17 points in that first half for the sophomore. So he's getting warmed up. He's feeling it here today from three. He's knocked down 3 of them. And then on the other side for Clear Fork, it's been a balanced attack. However, Noah Goodman leads the way with 6 for the Colts here so far. Foul heavy here in this first half. Clear Fork went into the bonus in that second quarter pretty early. Ontario did the same in the first. It's been very physical, very chippy. That is not going to change here in the second half, especially if this game continues to stay close. So we'll head here to the third quarter momentarily, as it looks like the officials having a chat with the captains. And I'm sure there may be some extra words along with the officials, just trying to keep this thing kind of wrangled in. A couple of incidents here and there in that first half. Other scorers for Ontario, Cardae Brown has 13. So the two of them, the two sophomores, combined for 30 of the 33 points. We got 2 from Remy, which were early on in the game, and then 1 at the free throw line from Colby Ramian. And then for players on the floor for the starters today, for Clear Fork, Goodman has 6, Brokaw with 2, 4 points for Carter Cool, Trey Sellers with 3, all from the free throw line. And then Marcus Hoflick with 4. Warriors will start with the basketball here in the third. Or no, it'll be Clear Fork. Clear Fork will start with the ball. Inbounding is Brokaw, the senior. As the sides are flipped. And here we go. Goodman surveys the floor across the timeline to start the third quarter. Cool catches it, some light pressure here, or hardly any pressure at all from Ontario to start this frame. 5-out action right now out of Clear Fork, as they'll now curl Hoflick inside, and he misses a wild shot. Fight for the loose ball stays with Clear Fork. Cool dishes it away. Goodman, team high 6 points. Clear Fork has used 2 timeouts, just 1 for Ontario, and it was early. As a 3 is missed long here, Cardae leaks out with Flannery looking for 20 points. He knocks it down from the left wing to make it 36-25. Biggest lead of the night for Ontario. It's the first basket of the second half. Goodman nearly had some cookies picked away. However, he recovers and curls in for 2. Remy Schroeder drives left, finds Flannery. Flannery cross-court pass to Cardae, who has a shot blocked. It's saved inbounds, and a foul will go on Schroeder. So Clear Fork does a good job keeping the ball around, and They're going to get to move the other way, but full court pressure coming in out of these Ontario Warriors. The foul was on Schroeder. It was his first foul of the half for either side. As Hoflick, defended by Jones, gets it across. Cole looking at the motion offense. Nothing open yet. He'll go to Sellers, who'll try to work something himself. And it looks like we've got a foul on the floor. On a nice drive here by Trey Sellers. Hops through, able to stay away from Schroeder. And it looks like it's going to be a shooting foul. And it's Cardae's first foul of the game. Trey Sellers going to shoot free throws. Trey's points, all three of them, have come right here at the charity stripe. Makes it 4 now. Colts started out this game on a 7-0 run. Since then, it has been a great job by these Warriors just fighting through and building out this lead that they have that is now down to 7 after Sellers knocks down both free throws. He's got 5 points on the night. 36-29, cut here. Cardae keeps it alive and rises up. Shrugged his shoulders as he's now got 15. Nearly a 10-second call on the Colts. Kick to the corner, cool, no hesitation. That's always good to see if you're a Clear Fork fan, is the confidence from deep. Carter Cool now with 7 on the night. Remy goes to work, cannot roll it in. Goodman holds on to the ball. Cool with 7. Sits on the left wing, defended by Remy. Keeping his dribble alive, now picks it up. Not a lot going on. Great pressure here and good defense by Ontario. They'll settle for a top of the key 3. That won't go. Cardae rips the rebound down and pushes it up the floor with 15 points. Hesitation move, steps it back. Thought about taking the ISO play. They'll now get it back. Steps, they'll call it travel. Short on the 3 anyways. Take a look, it was a little bit of a ghost step as he went up with the right foot. A lot of times lefties will get called for travels just simply because they play the game a different way. You're not used to seeing the movement that a lefty brings to the table. Sometimes it looks a little funky and it just tells you it's a travel. It's a bigger tell than if you're a righty. There's a little bit of trouble here for Clear Fork inbounding the ball. Fortunately, they'll get a chance to reset, and now they'll have it on the sideline. Pryor comes into the game. First sub for Clear Fork today as Hoflick will sit down. Brokaw breaks past a couple, finds Sellers, who keeps his dribble going, dishes it into Pryor, takes the contact, counted and 1. Look at him go right at Jameer Jones, forces his 3rd foul of the day. And Pryor having a good game off the bench. We'll have a chance at 3. Four and a half to go in the 3rd. The lefty here cannot get the basket. Ball leaks out to Ontario. Give it to Schroeder. He'll lead it up the floor. Right Right to Cardae and Trenton, who's sitting near side here. One-on-one opportunity as Flannery sizes up his defender, rises up, can't get the bank shot, rebound by Powers, leaks it out. Cardae catch and shoot. Rare miss out of Brown as Schroeder called for the double dribble. But this is the dream shot if you're Ontario, getting Cardae that open. Just could not cash it in. And I didn't see the ball hit the floor a first time. They called it a double dribble. Nonetheless, we move the other way. Clear Fork, another offensive opportunity. They are down by 2 possessions, but a score would change that. Ball tipped out of bounds, laughs off Ontario. 2 subs coming in. Hoflick, a quick break on the bench. He's back in. Sellers takes his seat alongside Jacob Brokaw as Noah Goodman returns. He'll inbound this. Warriors 38, Clear Fork 34, 3:45 left as they get it inside to Hoflick. He's blocked. He'll go right at Cardae again, uses his body well, and scores right away off the bench. And a timeout by Coach Moten. It'll be a full. Second of the game. Clear Fork has brought it within 2. And I'm telling you, folks, if you had any doubts that this was going to be close, you shouldn't. These 2 teams always play tight. And 2 teams that are looking to improve from a season ago in the MOAC. They both went 5-9. It was advantage Ontario because they won both regular season meetings. But the Colts got their revenge in the tournament, won in the sectional semi, 40-38. And it was all because of a offensive foul called on Cardae Brown in the final seconds as he went in to try and score the game-tying bucket. And Garrett Holtz, the senior, no longer on the squad, of course, sat in, took one of the cleanest charges I have seen while working in this job. Made for a fantastic ending to that game over at Ontario. And we see something similar here today. Out of the timeout, Ramian will inbound. We'll give it away to Trenton Flannery, who has scored 3 points here in this third quarter. Just 5 points for the whole team in these first 4.5 minutes. Cam Powers dribbles to the middle. Gets it back to Brown. Nice pressure from Pryor. Step back move, Cardae. And he'll leak it back out to Flannery. Clear Fork fans happy. The solid defense here. 3 minutes left now in the third. Brown open again from 3. Misses. He's gone cold from beyond the arc. And Goodman comes down with a rebound. Here comes Cool down the floor. He's looking for a guard. Pryor had a steam, basically gave it back to Ontario as Flannery nearly got the steal. Cool gets his hands in to force a tie-up. And the arrow, I believe, is going to be Ontario's way. Very different play styles here from both teams. Clear Fork has been quick with their offense. Ontario has been slow and steady. They're letting their stars work. Wild miss out of Flannery. And Goodman brings in another rebound as the point guard. Brown gets hit to the deck, but a 5-on-4 is squandered as Flannery flies to the rim. And a timeout from Coach Moten. I think he started to sense Flannery getting a little bit too fired up as he was talking to that Ontario crowd that has made their way out today. Flannery flies, gets the dunk. Here it is again. It is added to what has been a fantastic night. 22 points just through 3 quarters. So you could say it's unfortunate for the Warriors to have to burn a timeout right there because they've only got 2 left in the game. But you'll take the momentum play. They lead by 4. Back to a 2-possession game. As this ball I thought was kicked, but Ramian dives on it again, and there's another Ontario timeout. It'll be a 30, and just like that, the Warriors only have 1 timeout left. So this one is a full timeout. They used 2 timeouts through, I'd say, 20 seconds of game time. I wonder if that could turn into something later on in this contest if Clear Fork is able to bounce back, but they do get the loose ball. Coach Baumgartner talking to his team through this full timeout. Two minutes left here in the third. Ontario's got 1 timeout to go. Clear Fork's got 3. They'll be in for a fast-paced 4th quarter. We'll see. 3 fouls on the Warriors. So not quite in bonus danger yet in favor of Clear Fork. No fouls from the Colts here in this frame. Brown in and out move, drives inside, poked from behind. And now there's Clear Fork's first foul of the quarter as Cardae goes to the line. Able to rip through. I think they're going to call Marcus Hoflick from behind on the call. Brown with 15 points. First one falls in. 41-36. Taking his time from the line, he'll bounce this one in too. Lead back to 6 here for Ontario with 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Other ball tipped and taken away. Brown lays it up and in. And this time the timeout called by by Clear Fork. As Cardae now quickly up to 19 points himself. On the 30-second timeout from Coach Baumgartner, things starting to get out of hand again. Colts trail by 8. Long third quarter here. Ontario has called 4 timeouts in this third. That was the Colts' first. They have 2 remaining. Press break, nearly another steal. Cross-court heave. Sellers with the basketball, dribbles, nearly loses it, kicks it out. Pryor. Full head of steam to the basket, counted in 1. The emergence of Ty Pryor tonight has been something to behold if you're a Clear Fork fan. That's now 2 and 1s for him today. I'm not mistaken, that was Ransom on the and one. His first bucket of the game, misses the free throw. 44-38. Ramian, a little wild on the shot. Thought that hit the top of the backboard. And it's a late call, but it is. And we're going the other way. 53.2 on the clock. Nice press break, cool. To the basket, gets Remy in the air. There's another and one. And now Carter, cool, fired up. There it is again, brought to you by Charter Next Generation. I'll tell you, that's the next generation for this Colt team. Just a junior, slated to be the leading scorer for this group. He's got 9 today. And he makes it 10. First Colt to double digits. It is now a one-possession game again. And it's the 4th foul on Trey Remy, who takes his seat. Just 2 points in this game. He has been physical. You can give him that. 30 seconds left. Flannery's been quiet the last few minutes. Passes one inside. Ramy in no room to shoot. Working back around. Trendon defended by Sellers. 22 points for Trendon Flannery. Gets the blow by, loses the ball. Behind the back, tried to go to Ramian, and it ends up out of bounds. It's a turnover with 5 to go. You could see the vision when he tried to go behind the back, but just out of reach for Colby. 3 seconds left. Taken away. Flannery at the horn. Can't get it. This place would have exploded as Trendon just ripped it right out of the Colts' hands. Just missed. But the score, one possession. Colts crawl back just a little bit. It is 44-41, headed to money time next.
Carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
And welcome back. It is money time here on the OH Report. Jonathon Langdon, Jory Hollenbeck, your camera operator today, as Clear Fork and Ontario are in a barn battle today. Brokaw floats inside, can't get the basket. Hoflick, the offensive board, gets it out of a crowd to cool. Double comes, Flannery can't get the steal. Leaves a wide open Pryor in the corner, it's blocked. Oh, man. Cardae flies in out of nowhere to swat this one basically to the back wall. And a good smile on his face after that. They will have a sideline inbound. Right to the pocket of Pryor. Cool. Gets around Flannery to the cup. Gets the basket. They have been tough. Underneath the rim, they're within one. Trendon rips through. Gets the step. Cool comes over to help. Forces a kick out to Schroeder. Schroeder keeps his eyes up. Resets Cardae. Thought about the shot. Couple retreat dribbles. Calls for an ISO play. A lot of time eaten up on this possession. Flannery, step back move. He'll spin around cool, kick it to the corner. Brown, catch and shoots. Back to a 4-point lead. Cardae Brown's got 22. He ties his teammate Flannery. They have scored 44 of the 47 today for this Ontario offense. Pass inside, Hoflick, catch, trigger, and a foul. Free throws coming up as Ramian was caught out of position. Couldn't get straight up. Marcus Hoflick will shoot two. Trey Sellers coming back in. I believe that's Goodman as well at the scorer's table getting ready. Jameer Jones will come in despite being on 4 fouls. They are getting the crunch time, however, as this ball does not get the friendly bounce. No home cooking for Clear Fork in this fourth so far. Here comes a second from Marcus. Up and through. Slow pace down the floor. Ontario Warriors, other than the beginning part of the first quarter, have been leading pretty much the entire game. Flannery, full head of steam, easy lane to the basket. Lead is now 5 for the Warriors. Hoflick stops at the top of the key. Sellers works it around. Brokaw looking for some open cutters, not much. As the motion just being executed right now by Colt. Clear Fork can't get any open opportunities yet. Ontario has been all over the passing lanes today, forcing a number of Clear Fork turnovers that have led to easy baskets. Can't let that happen here, trying to crawl back in the fourth. Sellers has this one ripped away from him. Last off Ontario. But you saw the long arm of Brown reach in, able to leak it out. Sellers can't get open in the corner. Pryor is fouled. Option number 1 wasn't there. They just had to go with the easy out, and Pryor ends up drawing a foul. Try again on the baseline. Different setup. It does find an open Goodman. Can't score. Hits off the backboard again, and Flannery comes down with it. Coach Moten calling off orders. Wants another slow-tempoed possession. Brown, however, gets to the basket, and it'll be on the floor. Just look at him weave through 2 defenders. Rises up on Hoflick. Can't get the basket, but a foul before. As Carter Cool, with exactly 5 minutes left, will likely be out in for the remainder of this game, along with Trey Remy, who has just gone to the scorer's table. He sits with 4 fouls, however. They're going with a big lineup, Ontario, with both Jones and Remy out on the court. Starters are out. Lob to Remy. Gives it off to Trendon with 24. Flannery tried to find an open Jones. It ends up getting deflected. Cutting the floor. Here comes Clear Fork. Sellers in transition. It's his first field goal of the day, and that makes it a 3-point contest. Down to the center of the court, gives it off, and Jones finishes off. 51-46, 5-point lead for the Warriors, looking for their second straight road win here today to start the season. Carter Cool steps into a three. That'll bring it within 2. Carter Cool with 15 of his own. Brown the crossover, step back, great defense from Carter. Brown continues to hold on to the basketball. He will draw a foul on Ty Pryor. That's going to be his second of the game. Flannery brings it up slowly across the timeline to reset for this Ontario offense at 3.5 to go here in the fourth. Warriors lead it 51-49. High pressure from the Colts trying to get the basketball back. Brown on a flyby, gets to the basket, can't get it. Remy fouled as on the way up with the putback. And Trey will shoot some free throws. Now Remy, last year, not the greatest free throw shooter. Sat around 50% from the line. We'll see what kind of off-season work he has put in here at the charity stripe. Can he make it a 2-possession game? He will bring in the first. 52-49, Colts down by 3. A couple subs will come in. Trey Sellers returns to action. Chris Ransom will box out Flannery here as he comes in for Marcus Hofling. Remy with the basketball, back for a second free throw, and he will knock down 2 huge free throws to make it a 4-point lead. Good on the big fella, coming in as a sophomore as they look for him to be a big offensive contributor along with those other 2 sophomore who have combined now for 46 of the 53 points. Jacob Brokaw dribbles it out top. Reset of the offense. Ransom dribbles, steps it back. Still nothing much, as the Colts have had to settle for threes and long shots in the last couple of possessions just because the on-ball defense has been stellar. Cool, however, gets his defender up on a fake high flyer. Can't get the rebound. Remy nearly with his 5th foul had to get out of the way, and Cool has an easy layup. 1 possession again. It's been stuck here for some time for Clear Fork. They just cannot get all the way back. Best they've done has been within 1 since the first quarter. Brown kicks it to the corner. Flannery with a whistle before he lays it in. It's an offensive foul. And it's off the ball. See if you see it here. Looks like it's not a foul. It's going to be a 3-second call in the paint on Remy. I was looking to see if it was a foul. It would have been the 5th for one of those 2 big fellas. They are both in deep foul trouble for the rest of this game as we get under 2 minutes. A chance for Clear Fork to tie or take the lead in crunch time. Goodman gets it off to Cool, who's had the hot hand. He's got 17 points in the contest. On a flyby, he gets to the basket to tie it up. All knotted at 53. What are the Warriors going to do now? Brown and Flannery play catch in the backcourt. 2 timeouts to go for the Colts. 1 here for Ontario. In and out move. Floater over 2 for Cardae Brown to take the lead back. 55-53, 1:20 to go. And the Colts hold on to the ball. Clutch basket from Cardae. He's got 24. Knots him up with his teammate Flannery, who have both been hot here today. Basket inside, cannot go. Remy has the loose ball. And here go the Warriors pushing the pace, cutting the floor. Flannery flies to the rim. Timeout, Clear Fork, as Ontario brings the lead back to 4. Looking for their first MOAC win of the year. It's a full for the Colts. And a lot of talking to do between Coach Baumgartner and his crew. If they cannot pull out a win here, they would fall to 0-2. But you've got to credit them. It's been much more competitive than that game last week where they fell 61-33 to the Lexington Minutemen, who are looking to be a young, youthful presence here in Richland County as a force to beat this year. Focus back on the Colts. They've got the basketball back. 53 seconds left. You've got to think they need a score here to keep it a ball game. Because then you start playing the foul game. You got to rely on some missed free throws from a team that shoots the ball well from the stripe. Season ago, they shot at about 79% from the line. Across the timeline, Brokaw, the senior, holds onto the basketball, defended by Cardae Brown, who's got a number of steals today. Brokaw cut off. Back out to Brokaw. He'll reverse the court. Hoflick open for 3, decides not to take it. Cool in the post, double team. Goodman back to Hoflick, sees a lane, takes it, and scores it. Timeout, Clear Fork. It's their final one of the game with 21.8 to go. So, Coach, this will be a full timeout. He asked how many timeouts he has left. So I bet he's probably not too happy to get the response that they are out of timeouts now. So they are at the mercy of Ontario the rest of the way. It is a 2-point game, 57-55, Ontario. I'd have to pull out the history books to tell you when the last time they started out 2-0 was, but I will tell you they got that opening win against Crestview. It was their first win in a season opener since 2020. So already trending in the right direction for Ontario. But a 2-0 start for this group right here. They're licking their chops right now with 21.8 seconds to go. Full court pressure out of Clear Fork. Gonna have to start playing the foul game. They'll need 2 fouls, Clear Fork, to send Ontario to the line. Schroeder looking for options. Flannery gets himself open. Lob over the top. They'll get it to Powers. That's the guy they wanted to foul, but they cannot do it. Still no fouls yet, and Jones will take an easy layup. 10 seconds left. It's a 2-possession game. It's taken away. Flannery lobs it up to Brown. He'll lay it in to finish it off. And at the horn, Ontario makes it a 6-point win here on the road. The Warriors start their season 2-0. What a swing in the final seconds from Ontario. They'll be flying home. They'll have a party on the bus ride back. We'll take a break, come back with your MVP of this one. Just edging out Flannery. Cardae will join us upstairs live and free on the OH Report.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in to make an appointment today.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
It is time now for your Mechanics Bank MVP of this one, Cardae Brown, with a big game, sealing the deal here late, winning 61-55 over Clear Fork. It's an opening win in the MOAC. I know that was a mission coming in today. Just talk to me about your team's execution and how you felt you guys just played tonight.
You know, we had a great practice this week. We know Coach gave us a game plan. We executed the game plan. We played together as a team. Started on defense. We had a great defensive job today, and then translated on offense.
Well, that lob at the end, you're now averaging 26 points per game. You get both in both of these games here. So offensively for you, what has clicked since last season, getting that All-Ohio Honorable Mention? You
know, first I want to thank my coaches and my teammates. They getting me open. You know, I'm just hitting the open shots. I want to thank my teammates.
And what was your favorite play today? Because I know that you had a ton of them, and I know that block in the corner was mine. What's yours?
Probably that alley-oop to seal the game, honestly. You know, that was big. Crowd, very intense. You know, that alley-oop really finished it.
All right, well, I'm going to give you a chance to shout out your teammates. Anybody else that you want to, take a look in that camera, give your shout-outs.
First, I want to thank God, you know, help me. And then I want to thank my coaches, my teammates, they always here. And thank all the supporters that came out tonight. Thank you.
All right, Cardae Brown, 26 points in the win. Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
And it's time for your post-game show presented to you by the Global Energy Partners. From Clear Fork High School, a tough loss for the Colts. They dropped this one 55-61, but the Warriors are looking like a mighty fine contender in the MOAC after this win. Great final stretch there from them, getting the win here in a tight contest that we knew was going to be close, because these two teams always are able to do that, as the Warriors got the best of the Colts in the regular season both times. They're off to a solid start here tonight. Leading the way, Cardae Brown, 26 points, 25 as well from Trenton Flannery. And I'm actually looking at the scoreboard. They gave 26 to Flannery. So both of them were able to score equivalent numbers. That is, if you're doing math at home, 52 of the 55 points for the Colts. And I believe all four of those other points that came outside of Jameer Jones, were mostly those two the rest of the half. And I'm looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. They had 61. So they scored 52 of the 61 points for the Warriors here tonight. They're road Warriors. First two games on the road. They get both of them in wins over Crestview and Clear Fork here tonight. We'll show you the quarter-by-quarter scores. However, we were messing with some things there during halftime, so it was not a 70-15 quarter. But still, it was pretty tight throughout. Warriors had the edge still, not by nearly as much in that second quarter, but great test for them here tonight, getting the win. They will play Norwalk tomorrow, and that will be their first home game of the season at 3 o'clock. Next up for the Colts, they will be right back here at home, taking on Madison at 7:30. That'll be next week on Monday. So that'll do it for us here from the Valley. Shout out to everybody watching on our delayed stream here tonight. Jonathon Langdon, Jory Hollenbeck, forgot to set the credits here earlier on today. So Jonathon Langdon, Jory Hollenbeck, bringing you all of the action here tonight, live and free. Shout out to all of our sponsors as well, the Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Home Health Source, GEP, Global Energy Partners, Mechanics Bank, Charter Next Generation, Sutton Bank, and Avita Home Health and Hospice, along with Truly Inspired Paper Co. Coach Moten and this group from Ontario come out with a win. Looking forward to seeing how they do the rest of the year. We're going to sign out here from the Valley. Have a great rest of your night. We will see you for some football on Saturday to wrap up state championship weekend in Canton.